Okay, hey, my pile number threes. So, this is going to be your past life reading. Those of you who chose the selenite, so which is kind of representing the full blue moon. If you guys got to see on the 29th, I think it peaked, and it was pretty cool. It was a super moon and a blue moon, and it won't happen again until I believe another 10 years. So yeah, so if you got to see that, then it was pretty cool. So yeah, so selenite, is basically, supposed to be of the heavens of the moon. It cleanses itself, which I've said that before. It holds negative energy. So it's celestial, if you will. So I went ahead and pulled a couple of oracle cards just to get a general energy of what's going on with pile number 3 and your past life. This could be one past life. This could be several past lives. Just whatever comes out. Whatever I'm feeling intuitively, we may be talking about more than one, and so on and so forth. So first, the first thing is the oracle, high priestess of air, which the high priestess of air is like the queen of swords in tarot, and the high priestess of air is a very good communicator. She is very intellectual, very knowledgeable, very truthful. She speaks the truth. She's a good communicator. In the reverse position, she could be somewhat of a bit of a narcissistic type of energy. And I'm kind of picking up on a little bit of narcissistic energy actually from this picture of this Queen of Air. Just from the way that her eyes look. If you look at her eyeshadow and the way that she's just kind of like staring off into outer space there a little bit, like she looks a little spaced out. She looks a little, I don't know, to me, in my opinion, she looks a little evil. And then there's like this like smoke shadow around her. So I'm feeling like this is kind of maybe a nasty Queen of Swords or Queen of Air. I'm feeling like she's got this kind of like smug, now that she's upside down, ooh, yeah, like this smug look on her face, like just a narcissistic type of energy, a narcissistic type of person. This doesn't necessarily represent you. I'm just saying that that's just the energy that I'm getting. This could have been someone that you were dealing with in a past life. This could be like a karmic, a karmic partner, or a partner's karmic partner in a past life, if you will. And then we have fulfillment, number 36, for our angel oracle. So fulfillment. So I don't know if maybe this nasty Queen of Swords took away some type of wish fulfillment from you. We got a lot of threes, like we got 3, 6, 9. This is number 9, then we got a 3 and a 6 and a 9. So 3, 6, 9 might be significant. 3 or a 6 or a 9 might be significant in someone's birthday, or just significant in general, or you might be seeing a lot of 3s or 6s or 9s. But this person could have taken some type of wish fulfillment away from you in a past life. So let's just go ahead and dive into the cards, into the tarot. So tell me what's going on with my pile number 3s in their past life. With the past life, my pile number 3s. Remember, this is a general reading and it's not going to make sense to everyone. So if you do want a personal or private reading with me, my email is in the description box. And we can get into more details. We can get more down and dirty with it. You know what I mean? We can get into even more details into, you know, since it's, like I say, this is general. But we can get more down and dirty with it, with the past life reading or whatever other reading that you might want. If you email me, then I will send you a price list, and then we can go from there. Yeah, so like I say, then my email's in the description box, and so let's just get on with getting on with it. So let's see, what is the general energy for my pile number 3s in the past life? So we have got Europe. So you may hail from Europe. You may have European descent. And the queen. This was a picture of the Queen of Europe, but it has it's like a map. She's got like a dress on with some type of map. This is also indicative of the star card in tarot, which represents our wishes, our dreams, our wish fulfillment. Our wish fulfillment, like wishing upon a star, you know, letting the stars guide us through the night sky. So definitely something to do with your wish fulfillment. Something happening. Maybe something like this person may have taken something away from you. A person that may have been your wish fulfillment. But this queen, she's like a map of. She's just like a map. Here, I'll hold it up again so you can see. It's just, I don't know who the artist is, but anyways, yeah, so you have definitely, does it say yeah, I'm not sure. This is like French, I think. It's either French or Italian, a lot of these words. I'm trying to see if there's any words on here that I recognize or that I could maybe interpret. Transylvania was one. Yeah, that's about all I can make out. But anyways, so yeah, definitely you could have been a queen. You could have been a queen, but you were definitely looking for some type of wish fulfillment, or you were trying to follow some type of dream, or you were trying to follow and try to find your wish fulfillment. Maybe, you know, like I say, this nasty Queen of Swords over here may have taken that away from you. So let's dive in to see what's crossing this queen. What's crossing this queen of a European country? And I don't have like a date or a time frame yet. So this looks like a very early on map, a very, very early map. Like I want to say like a 1400s or 1500s or something. That's what I'm feeling like. A father is crossing you. Father. Yep, I knew it. 1638. I knew it. I was getting that feel, like very early 1600 European, an emperor. So your father was the emperor, okay, which is the king of kings, okay, and you were like a queen or a princess, and you were probably supposed to be the queen after your father like passes away. Because if you see, this person is sick. This person is sick, it looks like right here. And so when your father passed, you were probably supposed to become the queen. The queen, meaning like the empress, after your father's passing. So that's crossing you. So I don't know if I'm feeling like that maybe somebody else became the ruler or leader or queen. And this was always your wish fulfillment. This was your wish fulfillment to someday become queen of whatever country, European country that you're from, after your father passes. That there's something going on with this high priestess of air. I'm not quite sure yet. Let's see what else. What else can you tell us about the situation? What else do we need to know about this situation? The Middle East. Middle East. This has given me the feeling of Egypt because of the Sphinx. Okay? This is judgment. Yeah, the Sphinx of Giza. Here, Egyptian. So, feeling like the European country from which you came from which you lived, would have been more like I can't even talk. Italian, and I had that feeling of like an Italian, French. I just said that at the beginning, Italian or French country or European country, but it's more Italian, Italy, Greece, Rome, probably more Roman than Greece, because of the fact that Egypt was so close to Rome, Italy. As you know, like Cleopatra, the story of Cleopatra, if you don't know the story of Cleopatra, she wasn't the most pleasant queen in the world. Everybody seems to think that like she was just something, she was something special, all right. She like killed her brother and had her brother killed and her sister killed, I'm pretty sure. She married, well, first she seduced one of the kings. I can't remember exactly which king that is. I can't remember right off the top of my head. He was in his late 50s, I think. She was only like 20, freshly, maybe not even that old. But she went over on a boat and seduced him. And then, because they were in war, and her father, actually, her father's wishes were to like come to peace with them, and then as well as her younger brother and sister, but she didn't want that, or it may have been vice versa. But she went and seduced this king. No, I'm sorry, I take that back. Yeah, they didn't want that, but those were her father's wishes. So she felt like that she needed to grant her father's wishes and make some kind of peace with this Roman army and this king, and she just seduced him. Point of the matter is, her brother and her sister, I believe, were actually taken captive and almost killed because of Cleopatra. But she actually ended up marrying another, I think it was, she may have married Alexander the Great or something after that. But anyway, she lived the high life, let me just tell you, okay? She lived the high life, and she pretty much killed her brother. She was supposed to actually marry her brother. She did, but then she killed him later, so on and so forth. So, but this is judgment, so this is karma. And I'm not saying that you're necessarily Cleopatra, which, you could be, but, yeah, she was waiting for the father to die, basically. It's kind of the same scenarios. She was waiting for the father, which was the king, to die. She was to take over, and she was supposed to marry her brother. She wasn't having it. The brother and the sister, mainly the brother, they were not trying to have peace with the Roman army, and so she goes over and seduces the king over there, and then they make this peace kind of treaty, and they weren't on board with that. Then, that, like I say, they were held. Her brother and her sister were held captive by them, and she didn't give a shit. She didn't give two shits. All she just wanted to rule and just live the high life. Okay, but this is judgment, so this is karma. So this could have very well been. You could have been from Italy, and you know, your father was an emperor, your father was a king, and you were supposed to be royalty. You were royalty, and you were supposed to take over the throne of being this queen after your father passed. But I'm feeling like obviously something that went on in the Middle Eastern country, which probably most likely Egypt, and all the fighting and the war and things that were going on. With which actually this would have been like pre-1600s. This would have been like early, like after death, AD. In that scenario with Cleopatra. So I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm just saying that in the Middle East there was a lot of, in Egypt there was a lot of trading going on, gold, just trades, you know what I mean? Like people migrating, not really migrating, but going back and forth, boats, ships between Rome, Greece, Italy, and Egypt. If that makes sense at all. So, okay. I know I'm probably babbling, but it's kind of significant to the story here, storyline here. But somebody's getting some judgment. Somebody's getting some karma. This may have been this nasty Queen of Swords over here getting some karma in this past life, or either you may be getting some karma, some residual karma. You could have done something to your father, so you could take over the throne, so you could take over as queen, and you may be you may be getting a lot of that karma, and you may be that nasty Queen of Swords. You may have done something to him, and in order to become the queen, and now you're getting your judgment, or you're getting a lot of judgment, and you're getting a lot of residual karma from this past life. If things have just not been well for you in this lifetime, if you've had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of just bad things, feeling like that there's consistently bad things happening to you, this could be a lot of residual karma from this past life. And I'm not sure if this is you or someone else in the, that did this to you to keep you from getting the throne as queen. But so then, well, here we go again. The Wheel of Fortune, fate. Look, I told you, yeah, you're getting a lot. This represents karma. The Wheel of Fortune is definitely karma. And if you look here, this is a Roman type of sculpture. Looks like something from Rome or Greece or something. Some type of sculpture, picture, painting. This is fate. This is a number 10. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is karma. Karma, karma, karma. You're feeling, okay, so yeah, I'm feeling like this was, okay. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling like you're the nasty Queen of Swords in the reverse, okay? Narcissistic, selfish, and you were not getting to queenie status quick enough. You were not getting to queenie status quick enough, and you did something to make your father sick, ill, to kill him, so you could take over as queenie, the empress, the nasty kind, because that was your wish fulfillment. That was your destiny, and it wasn't getting here quick enough for you. It wasn't getting here quick enough for you, because I have a feeling that you wanted to kind of also get involved in what was going on over here in Egypt. And gold. I just got the word gold, 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 gold. A lot of gold. Wanting gold. You like nice, shiny. The empresses are very abundant. They're very material. They have a lot of material wealth. Obviously, and gold was something that obviously was very sought after. So you may have traveled to Egypt for gold. For materialistic, you're a very materialistic person. But you're feeling, you're getting, this is residual. This is residual karma. Because you never learned your lesson. You know, you were not the best person ever. I'm just being honest with you. So that may be some or a lot of the reason why you're in life for you has been ups and downs, ups and downs. You will gain things and then things will be taken away because you're feeling this, you're getting this judgment, you're getting this karma, the wheel is turning. It's always an up, it's like the wheel is always, it goes up and then it comes down, and then it goes up and then it comes down, it goes up and then and down. It's like you feel so back and forth all the time, and you can't understand why. Well, it's because of this residual karma from a past life and judgment calls. You're being, you know, judgment calls, you know, universe is putting judgment on you in this life, and you may be a good person. I'm not saying that. You may be a good person in this life, but you were not so much in this past life, and you've got to deal with that, and that sucks. It really sucks. And you may also not be learning some certain lessons in this lifetime either. You may be repeating the same patterns, of I don't know, toxic behaviors, toxicity. I'm not quite sure. But we got rational woman. There's another queen. She, like, elevated to the queen. She sure did. Queen of Swords. There she is. Queen of Swords. Just like the Queen of Air. And this is in the past life deck. There she is. The Queen of Swords. I told you, you're the Queen of Swords. Yep, she got her wish fulfillment all right. There she is. Sitting high and mighty on her throne. With her jewelry. Her pearls. See all these pearls? Nasty Queen of Swords, Elizabeth. Rational woman. She wasn't very rational, I don't feel like. She's a little bit irrational. This is the nasty Queen of Swords. There she is with that smug look on her face again. Like, ha ha ha. Look at all this jewelry. She traveled to the Middle Eastern countries a lot for jewelry. And look at, oh, this is so interesting. Look at what she's holding in her hand here. This woman is holding the same. What is that? I'm going to have to look that up. What? Look, okay, so see what she's holding in her hand? This is weird. I'm going to have to try to look that up. Look right here. See how she's holding this, like, globe thing in her hand, and then it's got a cross right there on top of it? Right here. Now look at this Queen of Swords. Where'd she go? She's holding the same thing in this hand, in this depiction. Look. What is that? It's like a globe with a cross on it. And it looks gold. What is that? I'm going to have to do some research on that. And then I'll leave some comments in the comment box, but I am not quite sure what that is. Is it I'm wondering, is it some type of purse or something? Or is it representing the world, like the ending of a cycle? That is so weird. That is so bizarre. Huh. Wow, okay, sorry. I just realized that. They're holding the same thing in their hand. That's crazy. So this was the queen that's supposed to be, and this is the queen that became, because this was her wish fulfillment by doing her father in. I'm pretty certain of it. He was sick. She may have made him sick, but she sure as heck didn't help him any. That's for sure. She's getting all this karma now. Judgments come into play. But yeah, she was nasty. Only caring about herself and material gain and material wealth. And I've got to figure out what the heck that is. Yeah. She was not very true. She's not a very honest person, honest queen. Very dishonest, very unloyal, very narcissistic, very just greedy. I don't know. Tell me what else is going on with this situation. Yeah, y'all got a lot of karma to. You got a lot of lessons to learn here, y'all. Not sure you're learning any lessons. You know, we might need to start rethinking some things. I'm just saying. I don't know. If you're wondering why your life is so up and down, it's because you're not learning your lessons. You're repeating the same cycles. Wheel of Fortune, repeating the same cycles over and over and over again. You're not learning your lessons. And that wheel goes up and it goes down. You're getting judgment from this life and this past life. Residual and this life. Just telling you like it is. And this could be a masculine or feminine energy. 17th century. What did I say? The 1600s, which would be the 17th century. This happened. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. Huh. 7 of Pentacles is like hard work. Like putting in hard work. Like I feel like that there's like a lot of people, these, I don't necessarily feel like these are peasants. Or more of like a middle class type of people. Let's see, hold on just a second. I'm gonna clarify this 7 of Pentacles, 17th century. Yeah, this happened during the 17th century. Korea. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands with the 7 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands with the 7 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands with the 7 of Pentacles. It's like another emperor type status. Ace of Pentacles is like it's like planting a seed. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the Ace of Wands, my bad. The Ace of Wands is like the thought of an idea, being creative, being having a creative energy, spark of creative energy, thinking up new ideas, the thought of new ideas. It's like a spark of just new ideas, new ventures, venturing out and doing something that you know, ignites your soul, that it, you know, that's something that you're passionate about, something that you are wanting to do or have been wanting to do. And I feel like that this karmic situation here, this judgment, this karma, this wheel of fortune, this past life bullshit that you're having to take on, has caused you to not be able to move forward, because the 7 of Pentacles is about hard work. So you may have had like many ideas, many chances to show some type of creative energy or creative endeavor, or just like with life in general, or maybe your career and your finances, something to do with work, putting in some hard work, and it never seems to work out. Like it never seems to come to fruition. Like it never seems to be fulfilled. It never seems to be, your wishes aren't being fulfilled, and you're not feeling this fulfillment, because here's why: you're dealing with all this karma, past life karma. But you're also dealing with some karma here from this life, because I'm feeling like there's some things that you're not learning. You're staying stuck. So you might want to get some type of you could get some type of like past life regressions, hypnosis. There are people, you could look it up on Google it. It's called past life regression. Like it's like they put you in like a hypnotic state of mind, and they really, really, really tap into your subconscious, okay? And they really when you're hypnotized, like they'll pull as much information as they possibly can, even more information than what I'm giving here, but it's more of like a hypnotic state, and they could possibly give you a lot more insight in regards to what it is that is holding you back, because I'm not quite sure what it is. I mean, it could be, because this is a general reading, it could be so many different things for each one of you that we could be here all night long. I mean, I can't do that. I can't possibly, sit here and try to figure out everybody's story. But of course, like I said again, if you wanted a more detailed reading specifically tailored to you, you can email me and we can do that. But something to do with your creativity, something to do with being stuck in the Seven of Pentacles energy, which is hard work, but it gets stuck at there. It's like goes to a 7 and it never surpasses that. It never goes to the 8 or 9th or 10th. And it's just always this thought of this creative thought that that never gets fulfilled, that never goes past the 7, because of all this karma that you're having to deal with. And there's certain lessons that you're also not learning in this lifetime, and I'm not sure what those are, because they like I say, they would be different for everyone, and I'd be here all night, and I can't do that, but I can get a little bit more information. What is this Ace of Wands? 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 Plague. Tower. The tower moment. Yes, you definitely had a tower moment. You definitely had a tower moment. Okay. Okay, it's making sense now. Okay. See all these people. Okay. See all these people down here they're like in the community, in their kingdom, whatever you want to call it, their city. And they do have these like looks of concern on their faces. Okay. And yeah, like some type of plague broke out. Okay. And I have a feeling that this may have been what your father died of, or you may have killed him, I don't know, or had a hand in not helping him like he should have been helped. But the country, which I feel like is Italy, that you were from, that you came from, that you lived this past life in, came down with some type of plague, and it was really bad. The tower is like everything just crumbling down around you. The tower is struck by lightning, and everything just crumbles to the ground. So everything that you knew, everything that you've known, all these people dying, and there's just death everywhere. Just death everywhere. But you weren't, I feel like that you were a nasty Queen of Swords. You were a nasty queen. You were not a good queen. You were not helping. You were not helping with this situation. You were just staying far away as you possibly could, and you may have ran away to this Middle Eastern country. You may have ran away to like Egypt and stayed there to get some more abundance while everybody else is dying of the plague. And your kingdom, in your country that you were ruling at the time, was a lot of sickness, and a lot of people came down with the plague, but you were not. It's like you bounced. It's like I bounced. A lot of sickness. People were dying. And see here, people even were trying to help each other. It looks like poor people, a lot of poor people, a lot of middle class people were trying to even help poor people, like peasants. Looks like in this picture, there's people packing them on their back. We've got some angels. We've got all these angels in the sky, hovering over this castle. Like you were not letting anybody even penetrate the castle walls. The castle, nobody could even get to the castle. There's priests over here. They're reading people's last rites. There's one in a body bag. This one's already dead. Oh my gosh, let me see these angels. These angels look very odd. These angels almost look like devils flying. This one looks like she has sticks coming out of her. I don't know, but there was definitely a lot of death. And you bounced. It's like you did not even try to help anything. You didn't try to help anything. No one. And that could be a lot of... And you may be feeling a lot of sickness yourself in this lifetime. You may be feeling a lot of sickness in this lifetime. In fact, that may be some of the karma that you're getting. That may be somewhere some of the ups and downs are coming from. Like when it goes up, it's like your health is good and you're feeling better. But then when the wheel turns and that fate, you turn sick again. It's like you've had a lot of illnesses in your lifetime. In this lifetime. It's like you're getting that feeling of sickness that these people felt because you chose to leave the situation. You chose to leave. You're like, oh no, not me. I'm not even trying to catch this. I'm too beautiful over here with my pearls and my, necklace and my jewelry and my whatever, my abundance, my wish fulfillment that I had to freaking go and kill somebody for. You pretty much stole it. You were a thief. Okay? Dishonest as all get out. No communication. No leader. These people were not being led. Look at them. It's chaotic. They had no leader. You left them. You left these people. And, like you'll get to a number 7 when it comes to your pentacles, and then you'll fall down sick again. You'll fall ill. Like this woman, see, she's like praying and like, or asking for forgiveness from this person, and she looks ill. And then this like Hierophant type energy is looking at her like, I don't know. He's judging. He's putting judgment on her. It's like she's saying, please forgive me. Please, blah, 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 blah. Please X, Y, and Z. And this Hierophant type energy, he's got an angel wing. So he's got one angel wing. He could be a earth angel. And then this woman is like praying to him for forgiveness. Because it's the roll of fate. It's the roll of the dice. You could have a lot of health issues in this lifetime because you chose to not help these people, your kingdom, your land, your whatever, your nasty Queen of Swords energy. And I'm not saying that you're that way now. I'm just saying that this is residual energy. So you might want to get a past life regression reading. I'm telling you, you could, really tap into this energy and tap into a lot more specifics and maybe pull out, the things that hold you back and people that do past life regression sessions really, they can really hone in and really help to decipher what exactly it is that you need to do in this lifetime to turn this around. Because there's obviously some kind of lesson, something's going on here besides just the sickness or illness that you're not seeing, that you're not doing. And it continues. So they can help you pull that out. They can help you get that residual energy that this nasty Queen of Swords has inside of her and pull it out and go from there, because I don't feel like that you want to be this nasty person. You don't want to. I don't feel like that you are. It's just one of your past lives. It just is. It just is. So, what else? I wanted this card. Greece. Look. I can't make it up. I swear to God. I promise you, I'm so good. I don't mean to be conceited, but I cannot with this. I cannot. What did I just say? Greece, Italy. Oh my gosh. I cannot. See, okay, so now we're at the 8 of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. You may have went from the 7 to the 8. Oh my gosh, wow. That's crazy. You may have had a sister also that you were competing for this role of queen with. That you may have manipulated also. Hard work. Too much work. This was too much work. You couldn't handle it. You couldn't handle all this. You may have left a sister behind to deal with this. But you were still queenie status. You were still queenie status. You may have a sister in your life. You may have a sister. See how this woman's face is like, it's like she's giving her a kiss like goodbye or something and leaving her behind, and she's got this look of like fret and fear and like, why are you okay? Like, well, what am I supposed to do here? You know what I mean? Like, I can't work on this. I can't do this. This is you. You're supposed to be doing this. And you're like, bounce. You're like, bye. I'm leaving you. And then like this like sister may have had to have taken over. I'm not feeling like you ever came back. You never came back. And then the sister may have taken over as queen. But Lord, you kept your abundance. You kept your gold and your jewelry and your whatever the heck that thing is in your hand. I don't think that you ever came back. You left the sister probably to deal with these things. Spain. Ace of Pentacles, which is basically, well, let's just read this as the Ace of Pentacles, which would be taking your roots, uplifting your roots and placing them somewhere else. So it's like it just has to do with your stability. It also has to do with maybe a message, like somebody's bringing you a gift or a message of wanting to be stable, like picking up the seed and planting it and watching it grow into something abundant, watching it grow into something more fruitful, more fulfilling, and it can also like be a gift. Like somebody probably brought you a lot of gifts with the Ace of Pentacles. They probably brought you a lot of gifts. You were gifted a lot of times too. People may have traveled from different countries just to bring you gifts. But it's like but it's also uprooting. It's like uprooting something and planting it somewhere else, which I feel like that you just did. I just said that. You bounced, you left, and left this responsibility to someone else, which was like a sibling, a sister, because you were just wanting gifts. People would come see you just to give you gifts, like you needed any more gifts, okay? And that may be why you may be losing a lot of your abundance that you gain when this Wheel of Fortune turns up and down, up and down, up and down. Upside down here. But now we got the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this Queen of Pentacles has stepped in. Indigenous woman, this Queen of Pentacles stepped in and took over. The Queen of Pentacles she is abundant, but she's also motherly. She's also grounded. She's also stable. She's connected with Mother Earth. She shares her abundance with others. She's not greedy. Okay? So I feel like that you left this sister or sibling to kind of fend for herself and your kingdom that you left behind, and to deal with this sickness, to deal with this plague, to deal with these people that needed you the most, and you just took off and just took wanted your riches, you wanted your gold, you wanted your this, you wanted your that. Or this Ace of Pentacles here, people may have traveled from other countries to bring this person, your sister, your sibling, presents and gifts for being just a good person. It's like this person, your sister or sibling, kind of got, more like this, some type of recognition. These people may have brought her gifts after this tower moment, when everything fell to pieces, when everything fell apart. Your kingdom, your what you were supposed to be doing, and you were supposed to be a ruler, and you were supposed to be taking care of your kingdom, and you left everyone behind and left the sibling behind to do and take over your duties. But the one thing that you always wanted, which was to be the queen, which is what you got, but you bounced and you left it to someone else, never to return again. And this Queen of Pentacles would have been the sibling, and people seeing her as that abundant, loving, caring, motherly kind. People brought her gifts. People brought her gifts from all around. All around. And then, people brought her gifts from all around. And so you may be jealous of a sister right now too in this life. You may be wondering why a sister has like more abundance than you. You can't figure it out. Why, or friends maybe even, like XYZ, like why is this person having, having it all, or why is this person's life so peachy keen jelly bean and mine's always up and down? Well, this is why. But you definitely should probably try to get some type of, look, there it is, karmic lesson. I knew it. Betrayal. Yep, you betrayed your father, you betrayed your sister, you betrayed your kingdom, you betrayed everyone. And you have zero apathy about it. You have zero, excuse me, I didn't come out right. You're very you have no apathy. You have no regret. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a shit. Four of Cups. Holding on to something. You're always holding on to your abundance. You're always holding on to your present, or your gold and your money, and you're not giving a shit. Not giving a shit. That's the Four of Cups. Not seeing what's right in front of you. And this has caused you to be in bad health in this past life, after you got older. When you're thinking that you're living the best life ever. No, you turned sick yourself. Okay? But you showed a lot of apathy. There's a lot of apathy. This is a Lover's card. This is about partnerships, companionships. Selfish lover right here. You see, you may have had a lot of different lovers because you couldn't settle down, because you had no feelings. I'm sorry, this is the truth. Okay, you had no feelings, you had a lot of apathy. The partnerships, you didn't stick around long enough for anyone. You didn't want anyone to take over as like a king or the ruler, even though you left your sibling to take over. When you left and you went to whatever country, probably Egypt or Middle Eastern country, maybe even to Spain or wherever, there was a lot of, what am I trying to say? There was a lot of, not infidelity, but let's just say you were very sexually promiscuous, if you will. You were very promiscuous in your little endeavors. Because this woman, she's laying on her side, and this dude's looking at her like, well, what now? And she's got her back turned. You didn't give a shit. You didn't care. It's like you loved them and let them go. Like you just didn't want anything to do with them. You had a lot of lovers, like sexually. So, and a lot of apathy. Because no one liked you. You couldn't go back. Why would anybody want you back? Now all of these gifts are coming to the sibling, okay? Which is now turned into the Queen of Pentacles, okay? You can't go back because they don't want you there. So you're sleeping around, you're going from bouncing here, you're bouncing from here to here, and then you're very promiscuous, and then you get sick, you fall sick, and then you start realizing that the grass isn't always greener, I guess, so to speak. You're not seeing the bigger picture. You're only seeing this one big giant cup that's full, but you're not seeing the other cups, the 3 other cups. You're just seeing the one big giant cup and not all the other things that were left to you, that were given to you. Well, that actually you took and you wanted more. And you were like, I'm not dealing with these people, I'm not dealing with this sickness because I'm too perfect, I'm too pretty, I'm too this, I'm too that, I'm too good. I'm not working on this, somebody else can. Somebody else can take over a thought, an idea. But your thoughts and ideas with this Ace of Wands have not came into fruition. You've not been able to get your wish fulfillment because of this karmic lessons that you're not learning. It is a karmic lesson you're not learning in this lifetime. You've been given a second chance, or third or fourth. I don't know which past life this is. Okay, this could be your second past life on this earth. I don't know. But whatever, even if so, even if your third, fourth, fifth, you are obviously not learning your lessons. Look, you're not. You're just not. Why? Why aren't you learning your lessons? You're staying stuck. The 4 of Cups, staying stuck. You're always apathetic. You have all this apathy. It's like you blame everyone else for your problems. Stop it. I'm just being honest. I'm not sugarcoating it. It's Temperance energy, Sagittarius energy. You want to balance. Balancing it out. You need to balance it out. These are poverty-stricken people. You are poverty. You probably standing in poverty right now. You have money issues. You have health issues. You have, because once upon a time you had all this wealth and your health was okay because everybody else is dying in the plague, not you. This is balance. The karma, the universe is trying to balance this out, okay? But you've got to learn your lessons, okay? You can't keep repeating the same cycles over and over and over again. If you're in a karmic relationship, if you're with a karmic partner, a karmic job, a karmic group of friends, you need to get away from them. You need to start taking inventory on who you should and shouldn't be in your life, okay? You need to start taking inventory on who you should or shouldn't have in your life. And things might change. I don't know. This can be different for everyone. And betrayal, which is what I said. You betrayed so many people. Your father, your sister, your siblings, your people, your kingdom. Betrayal, betrayal, betrayal. It's sheer betrayal. 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is this deceitful, sneaky energy, winning at all costs. It didn't matter what you did, you had to win at all costs. You had to win all this abundance, and then you had to win by jetting out of there, not getting sick, not dealing with dealing with people that are around you that are sick. You just betrayed everyone and left everyone behind. And that's what the 7 of Swords is. It's winning at all costs. It's deceit. And this deceitful behavior, you could sometimes be a deceitful type of person. You could, when things don't go your way, you could be a good person at times, but also at the same time, don't let somebody piss you off, or you are you can be a nasty vindictive person. It's just truth. The truth is truth. You need to work on that, okay? Because you're obviously not learning your lessons. Universe is trying to balance this out because they know that I feel like the universe knows that you're trying to be a good person and you're trying to figure it out yourself. You're trying, you're praying, you're asking for forgiveness, you're asking because you're under judgment and you know it, you're under judgment. What's on the bottom of the deck? Resolute. Yeah, look. You're under judgment right here. Praying again to the gods, to the heavens, like Seven of Wands is a very defensive. You may always be on the defensive. You put yourself in a bubble on the defensive. No one can say anything to you without you being completely on the defensive. You always feel like you have to defend yourself. Well, why? Because of all the wrongdoings, of all the deceit, because it's called a guilty conscience. Okay? It's called a guilty conscience, so you're always on the defensive. Nobody can say anything to you, but you know and you realize that you need forgiveness, that you're trying to, kind of repent your sins and ask the heavens and ask universe, what do I need to do? You know you're under judgment. What do I need to do to balance this out? What do I need to do? Who do I need to do? This is also the judgment. Temperance also represents Archangel Michael when his or our connection with Earth and the divine, our connection between our earthly body and our higher self, our soul, and the universe is trying to balance this out. Obviously, this could also represent Archangel Michael, and you may have been praying to either Archangel Michael or your ancestors, your spirit guides, to give you some type of guidance in this situation, because you know that if you don't balance this karma out, but you're not sure exactly where all this karma is coming from. And I'm telling you, it is mostly this residual energy right here, this residual karma right here. And I'm telling you, you could very much use a past life regression session with a hypnotist. I would just get online and try to find a hypnotist who specializes in past life regression, and they may even have to go find one out of the state, depending on where you live. I mean, like around here where I live in the good old lovely state of Indiana, I mean, there's not too many, look, there's the Empress, the mother. That's what you want to be. You don't want to be this nasty. You want to be the Empress. But you're dealing with all this bullshit. And some of your own, and some of your own. The King of Cups, benevolent man. Yeah, I feel like this King of Cups is going to be the one. It's the energy. It can be a man or male or female. This King of Cups is going to help you with this. I think that really it would be beneficial to you to get some type of either energy healing or a past life regression session. And if you can't find someone to do hypnosis, then definitely get an energy healing, like Reiki session, okay, to pull out all of that negative energy, to pull out all of that garbage, to pull out. They had also align your chakras and get those all in alignment in order to create this balance, like the temperance, just trying to balance out the scales. But they would definitely be able to pull out that negative energies, those negative energies. If you can't find a hypnosis therapist, definitely try to find an energy healer, like a Reiki healer, okay? But this benevolent man, this is going to be the one that helps you with that. It's kind of like a Hierophant energy or a psychic, ability, like someone with psychic ability, someone with energy, energetic abilities to, well, you know what I'm trying to say. I just said it. A person who has the ability to heal with their energy, a person who's able to heal with like some type of hypnosis. It kind of reminds me of either the Hierophant or like the Magician in tarot, even though it's a King of Cups energy, because this King of Cups is an emotional person. They're very loving, kind, and caring. This is the person that's going to help you and through this situation and balance this out, because I don't feel like that you want to be this person and you're sick of dealing with all of this negative up and down karmic cycles in your life. You're done with that. But you also need to learn your lessons here in this lifetime too, or it's just going to continue, okay? It's just going to continue, but maybe this will give you a better understanding of what you've been dealing with this in this lifetime. And once you have a better understanding of what you've been dealing with in this lifetime because of this past life, that'll help you to also to, you know, gain, it's giving you knowledge and helping you move forward, move past it, because you know that you're under judgment, and these healing sessions will definitely help you get to the point of where you need to be, where you want to be, and get you to the actual wish fulfillment that you really want to be in, which is, you know, working on something, and, you know, and your creative ideas and keeping them, and you know, forming, making goals and forming relationships and forming relationships with others, and getting insightful ideas and inspirational ideas that could potentially, you know, give you some type of monetary gain, instead of stealing it from killing your father and stealing it, or whatever you were doing. You know what I mean? Because you do have a lot of good ideas, and you do have a lot of spark, and you do have a lot of spunk, and you're very creative, and all these things, and you just can't understand why for so long that these ideas have not been able to come into fruition. They haven't been able to cause you this, give you this wish fulfillment like you feel like you deserve and you want. But, you know, you've got to get out of this, and like I say, the energy healing will help, and I'm kind of battling and still going on and on and on and on and on, but it's the truth, because I know you want to be in this Empress energy, and you very well can be, okay? You can be that mother, you can be the you know, abundant Empress, but doing it on your own, not needing having to lie, cheat, you know, steal, being a nasty Queen of Swords in reverse, a narcissistic type of energy. You can be this beautiful, beautiful, abundant Empress that you've always wanted to be. It's okay, but you definitely need help with that, okay? And you can balance this out with the help of your angels, okay? All right, I think that I'm gonna leave it there. I hope this all made sense. Please like, comment, share. Don't forget to subscribe. And like I say, if you want a personal private reading with me, my email is in the description box below. And I hope that you guys have a safe and enjoyable, and awesome Labor Day weekend. And stay safe out there, you guys. I love you. Bye.